This is Isaac, Davion, and Ari for a follow-up interview, basketball midseason. Who am I here with today? How do you think the season is going so far?
I think it's going really, really well. We've won the last 4 out of 7 games. And we've been playing way more as a team and we've been competing with teams way better.
What teams are you looking forward to play?
Probably our section games.
What can you do better this season?
I feel like when we're losing in a game, I feel like we can come together more as a team and stop getting down on each other.
Has there been any rising leaders? Have they impacted the team?
Yeah. I feel like Micah's impacted the team. He's been playing really well, and he's more of a leader this year.
Thank you. Who am I here with today?
Cleo Molfinger.
How do you think the season's going so far?
I think it's going pretty good, but we're not at our full potential yet.
What teams are you looking forward to playing?
We're probably looking forward to play our conference teams like Waconia, Chaska, Chanhassen, teams like that.
Have you met your season's expectations so far?
No, not at all. Not even close. We're planning to win the conference first, and then yeah.
What can you do better this season?
We could probably do better on just sticking as a team when time gets bad during the game, like when we're down a lot or stuff like that. Yeah.
Has there been any rising leaders? How have they impacted the team?
I think Vari has definitely been very vocal on the court and been very vocal in practice, getting the team back together and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Who am I here with today?
Micah Curtis.
How do you think the season's going so far?
I think it started off a little rough, but we really started working hard and building our way up. So I think it's going pretty good. It's going to keep getting better.
What teams are you looking forward to playing?
Always looking forward to the Benil game, and I'm looking forward to the Chaska game in sections always as well.
Have you met your season expectations so far?
Not at all. I mean, we plan to win a lot more games and just be winners and to dominate more.
What can you do better this season?
Probably just be more of a vocal leader and just get my team involved a little more.
Has there been any rising leaders? How have they impacted the team?
Rising leaders. I'll say Jaden's came in and Noah's came in and stepped up and played a bigger role on the team than they did last year.
Thank you. Who am I here with today?
Marley Curtis.
How do you think the season's going so far?
I think it, again, started off a little shaky, but we're starting to get the hang of it. Got a couple good wins. So.
What teams are you looking forward to playing?
Again, Benilde, and I really want to see how we play against Orono.
Have you met your season expectations so far?
Not at all. We're nowhere near where we want to be.
What can you do better this season?
I think I can be more of a defensive threat this year, and I think as a team we could work on team bonding a little more.
Has there been any rising leaders? How have they impacted the team?
Yeah, I'd say Jaden and Noah really stepped up, and they're really figuring out their roles and keeping the energy when energy's low.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I here with today?
Jackson McDonald.
How do you think the basketball season's going so far?
I think we're doing a lot better than last year, and we'll continue to get better.
What teams are you looking forward to playing?
Looking forward to play BSM, Waconia, Chaska.
Have you met your season expectations so far?
No, I think we're still getting there.
What can you do better this season?
I can help support our team more.
Has there been any rising leaders? How have they impacted the team?
Yeah, I think Mike and Marley have stepped up and Vari and being leaders during practice, which helps us during the games.
Thank you. Who am I here with today?
Josh Rickard.
How do you think the season's going so far?
I think that the season is going decent so far. I mean, I think that there's a lot that we could improve on, but I think overall it's gone decent. We had a little bit of a rough start, but slowly we've kind of improved and gotten better, and I think every game we've improved. So yeah, I think that's where we're at.
What teams are you looking forward to playing?
I'm looking forward to playing Benilde this Friday at Benilde. It should be a tough game. They're in our conference. They're a pretty decent team. They're one of the better teams in our conference. And it's rivalry game, Benilde and St. Louis Park, close. Yeah.
What can you as a team improve on?
Us as a team, we can improve on, many things. We can improve on all across the board, We can improve on defense, offense, everything. We can improve on, playing together as a team, making sure that we stay positive and don't get down on each other. And we got a lot to look forward to.
Have you met your season expectations so far?
Even though we've done pretty decent so far, we have not met our expectations. We have a lot that we think we can do better on, and we have a lot more wins we think we can get, and we will get.
What can you do better this season?
I could do a lot of things better, but I think that just me being out there and being vocal is something I could improve on, and I believe that as the season goes on, I'll continue to improve on it.
Has there been any rising leaders? How have they impacted the team?
I think that there's been a lot of rising leaders on the team, a lot of people that have stepped up, even when they weren't expected to. They've stepped up and really shown.
Who specifically?
The twins have always been leaders on the team, and I think they've really stepped up this year. Vari's always been good. Yeah.
Thank you. Now we're going to talk about an overview of their season. So what do you guys think, how it's gone?
I think they've had I think it started off tough. I mean, they played Park Center early, the first game. They lost 90-43, but they're one of the best teams in the state.
It was a close fight. If you were there, they pulled away at the end.
Same with Hopkins, too. They've played good teams at the start, so starting out 0-5, it's not the end of the world, I think.
Man, you can't blame them. They got a new coaching staff, so it's a big change. So, of course, they're going to start slow, but they've really picked it up.
Yeah, they picked it up, winning 5 out of their next 6. I mean, that's pretty good. Had a couple good wins against a huge upset against Fridley. I mean, they were undefeated, and we won at home. That was a great environment.
I was there. It was a sweet win.
What do you think about their next opponent?
They played Benilde. They have some really good players, like Jaleel Donley and
Jaden Dacey.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, they're a really good team. I mean, they're both going D1, so it's gonna be a really tough matchup out there. But we got some good players too, Marley and Micah. I think they'll be able to stack up against them.
Can we talk about Micah and Marley for a minute?
Oh yeah. I mean, first thing you gotta talk about Micah, the leading scorer on our Orioles, and 283 points. That's pretty good. Averaging 21 points a game. I mean, right now he's looking like the team MVP. I mean, him and Marley, which we're gonna get into. I mean, they're doing really well. What about Marley?
I mean, Marley, you can't forget about him. His twin brother, he has 224 points, and he's averaging 17 points per game. I mean, they're our best players by far.
Yeah, so I just want to say one last thing about those two. I've gone to elementary school with them, and growing up through high school, and they're always leading the team. The team looks after them for points, and they always contribute and make their best effort. And I'll see them playing probably in college one day at that D1 level.
They really are that dynamic duo SLP needed.
And one last thing about the team this year, their new coach Arsenio. First of all, he's a great dude. I've interviewed him plenty of times, but also he is helping them win so many games. Once his system was established, they were able to really take over and dominate.
Took a couple of weeks, but they really are showing he is really showing how he's that great of a coach.